Indianapolis, wake up. We are staring at the single most defining offseason in recent history. A $47 million gamble, a defensive reunion that could terrify the AFC South, and a draft strategy that feels like walking a tightrope without a safety net. The front office is sweating, and frankly, you should be too. We have major updates from CBS Sports and Sports Illustrated that change everything. Before we break down these massive reports, I need you to hit that subscribe button. We are pushing hard for 1,000 subscribers, and I need every single member of Colts Nation to join the movement right now.
Let's get straight to the money, because the financial numbers coming out of Indianapolis today are absolutely staggering. According to breaking reports from CBS Sports and Yardbarker, the Colts are locking into a franchise tag decision that will paralyze the salary cap if they get it wrong. The choice is binary but brutal: quarterback Daniel Jones or wide receiver Alec Pierce. Let's look at the facts first. Daniel Jones was playing at an absolute MVP caliber level in 2025 before that devastating Achilles injury snapped his season in half. The medicals are the X factor here. If you tag him, you are looking at a fully guaranteed $47 million hit. $47 million for a quarterback rehabbing a major lower body injury. That is a massive risk assessment right there. Now let me switch gears and talk to you like a fan who wants to win. Are we really hesitating here? I understand the injury concern. I get it. The Achilles is no joke. But did you watch this man play before he went down? He wasn't just managing the game, he was dominating it. He transformed this offense into a juggernaut. If you let a franchise quarterback walk out the door because you are scared of the rehab timeline, you are resigning yourself to mediocrity. But then you look at Alec Pierce. The kid is a playmaker. He stretches the field, he is reliable. Tagging him is cheaper, safer, and keeps a verified weapon on the roster. But in the National Football League, you do not win without a trigger man. The front office is reportedly prioritizing Jones, but that price tag is a heavy anchor that could sink the ship. It is a gamble of the highest order. If Jones comes back and is a shadow of himself, that $47 million is a fireable offense. But if he returns to 2025 form, it's a bargain. This is the definition of high risk, high reward. The clock is ticking, and Jim Irsay's checkbook is about to feel the heat. We are talking about the most expensive insurance policy in football, folks, and the decision is imminent.
Listen, the insider information is flowing non-stop today. If you want to stay ahead of the national media and know exactly what Ballard is plotting before it happens, you need to subscribe right now. Don't miss a beat.
While the offense is drowning in financial calculations, the defense is quietly preparing for a violent restructuring. Sports Illustrated broke down a fascinating development today regarding the arrival of Marion Hobby to the coaching staff. This isn't just a standard hire. This is a signal flare to the rest of the league. The analysis suggests that bringing in a new defensive leader like Hobby is the precursor to a massive, aggressive pursuit of pass rusher Trey Hendrickson. Connect the dots, people. This is how the NFL works. It is a relationship business. You bring in a leader who knows the player, who knows how to unlock his motor, and suddenly, Indianapolis becomes a prime destination. And let me tell you, this defense needs a shark. We have been too polite for too long. Trey Hendrickson is a wrecking ball. He doesn't just sack the quarterback, he ruins game plans. The concept of reuniting familiar faces to bolster the defense in 2026 is exactly the kind of aggressive, win-now move this team needs to make. You cannot compete in the AFC against the likes of Mahomes, Allen, and Burrow if you cannot put them on the ground. It is that simple. The rumors are heating up that the Colts are looking to trade for or sign Hendrickson to pair him with this new defensive philosophy. It is a bold strategy. It says we are not rebuilding, we are reloading. But here's the catch. Trades cost capital and signings cost cap space. We just talked about Daniel Jones eating $47 million. How do you fit a premier pass rusher into that equation? You have to get creative. You have to restructure contracts. You have to mortgage the future slightly to win today. And frankly, I love it. I want to see a Colts defense that strikes fear into the hearts of opponents again. If Marion Hobby is the key to unlocking a Trey Hendrickson acquisition, then give that man the keys to the city. This is the type of move that shifts the power balance in the division overnight.
But hold on, because here comes the reality check that nobody wants to hear, but everyone needs to understand. We can talk about tagging quarterbacks and trading for pass rushers all day, but you have to pay the piper eventually. And today's report from Sports Illustrated regarding the 2026 NFL Draft is the cold bucket of water we all needed. The Colts do not have a first-round pick. Let me repeat that. No first-round pick. Why? Because we swung for the fences and traded for Sauce Gardner. Was it worth it? Absolutely. Sauce is a lockdown corner who changes the geometry of the field. But now we are facing the consequences. We are entering a draft where we need to fill holes, yet we are watching the first 32 prospects go to other teams. This puts incredible pressure on the scouting department. The report indicates the Colts are focusing entirely on bargains and mid-round value. We are relying on 2 compensatory picks to save the day. This is walking a tightrope over a canyon. When you lack top-tier draft capital, you have zero margin for error. You cannot miss on your second and third round picks. You need to find starters on day 2 and day 3. This is where Chris Ballard usually makes his money, but the stakes have never been higher. If you tag Jones for huge money and trade assets for Hendrickson, your roster depth has to come from the draft. And if you have no first-round pick, that depth is harder to find. It is a domino effect. The Sauce Gardner trade defined our ceiling, but this draft will define our floor. We are looking at a stars and scrubs roster construction if we aren't careful. The front office has to be perfect. They have to find the diamonds in the rough. They have to outsmart 31 other teams with fewer resources. It creates a pressure cooker environment in Indianapolis. We are all in on the veterans, which means the young guys have to step up immediately. There is no developmental year.
So here is the situation, Colts Nation. We are looking at a $47 million quarterback decision, a potential blockbuster defensive acquisition, and a draft where we have to work magic without a first-round pick. This is the definition of all in. It is scary, it is exciting, and it is dangerous. I need to hear from you right now. If you are the GM, do you pull the trigger on the Daniel Jones tag, or is the price too high given the injury? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. Let's debate this. Don't forget to subscribe. We are in this together.